Hi guys, it's Jessica here for a long overdue update video. I don't think it's actually been that long, just a lot of things have happened. The last video that I did was with my friend Christine when she came out to visit, and we did the Dolly sculpt tag. I have lots of sewing and dolls to share with you. This girl right here probably noticed. And if you're on my Instagram, then you've been seeing a lot of her too. But this is my new Twigling Miningenue. And I am totally in love with her. I love her. I love her. I'm so everything about this doll right now. She came in, I think it's been a couple of weeks now, maybe a week and a half, I can't remember. I wasn't able to make a video. She came in, it was a Friday. I was working, I was able to come home at lunch to meet the package, which was awesome. I opened her super quick and had to run off back to work, which is torture. And then there was just always work. I worked a whole weekend, and I have been working on some things for her, so I'll show you. But I did want to show you the stuff that she came with. The seller was Dolly, and she is in the UK, and I don't know if you can see this very well. She made these lingerie sets for the Miningenue, and these are actually for sale on Twigling's Facebook. She doesn't have her official website up yet, but her Facebook, she has one left Miningenue. I was just looking at it. It's the one of the blue ones. And they have some of these lingerie sets. There's a blue set that, oh, it's so pretty. I wanted to be able to see how pretty her body is. This lingerie set is absolutely gorgeous. So if you have a Miningenue, I highly, highly recommend this lingerie set made by Dolly. And she was very, very kind. She sent this to me as like a freebie, as a gift. So I'm very appreciative of that. I'll show you, I'm going to sit her down here. Her little, I thought this was so pretty. This was her bag that she came in. And so it's got these two zippers. And it's just so pretty. I just really was like, oh. The inside of it, it's got a little pocket here, and then these little straps for tying the doll down. But it's this kind of old style mat inside. I just thought this was really pretty. I love the colors. I just really like this pink and teal colors a lot. And her COA, her certificate of authenticity, is just really, really pretty. This was the envelope that it came on, and it has this, I meant to ask Dolly if this, because it's an E, I didn't know if she put this wax emblem on here, because I don't know what the E would mean as far as Twigling goes, the little wax seal. But there's a little note that she had sent me. But this is the Artifacts Kindred, and I keep trying to remember that's Twigling's. She decided on to name her company that. So Twigling is herself, the artist, and Artifacts Kindred is her company or line of dolls, which makes sense. Makes sense to do it that way. And so she's in the medium tan. It says edition size plus run plus unit code, and it says 25 number 1. So I don't know if that means that there was 25 of the medium tan, or I'm not sure what that means. But this was issued August 11th, 2016. But I just thought it was just really pretty. I love the artwork. I think doesn't say who the artist is. I know yeah, it doesn't say on here who does these drawings. I think her name is Wintergreen. She was doing some face-ups and stuff, and but I love her illustrations of the Twigling dolls. So anyway, so she's supposed to be the medium tan, and I remember seeing the pictures of her on Elo Dolly's Instagram, and there's always little birdies tweeting in my ear. Look at this doll over here. All these enablers. I'm an enabler too, so that's all right. But her color, it had a very purple tint to it in the pictures, and I wondered if that was just kind of an artifact of the photos. But seeing her in person, to my eyes, there is definitely a purple hue to this dark tan color, which I love, love. The original Hurla character that I used to draw, she was a deer, and she was a black deer, but I always colored her this kind of purplish hue. I highlighted her in purple, so it was like she was a black deer with purple highlights. I don't know if that's like how to describe that, but I don't like to color things just black. I always make it purplish or something like that to kind of, I don't know, this is kind of the thing that I've always done. But anyways, I'm so happy that she is this color. Like this is perfect. Because this is mini Hurla. I've got big Hurla over there. This is mini Hurla. Like I opened this doll and I looked at her, and there was no way that she was going to be any other character but Hurla. So, but why not? You know, I have SD Alondria. She is my Lily Cat Ombre, the white resin one. So now I have Miningenue Hurla. So yeah, I'm really super in love with her. Right now she is wearing, this is a wig, I think it's Rami fiber or soy. It's one of those plant-based fibers. And my friend Miss Mantis had made this. It was actually a ponytail wig, and I kind of took it apart and been playing with it. But it fits her really good. It actually fits her head really good. I think that she had meant it to be for I think she sized it on her Constantine. And their head sizes and shape are pretty similar, so they can wear the same wigs. It's pretty small head. She's like a 5'6" head. And then this, she also, Miss Mantis got this for me at, oh, what's the big doll show in France? Eldol. She sent that for me from Eldol this last October. So I think it's just really perfect for her. And it's purple. It's purple. So really happy with her. I had she sent me a white Amada, is it Amadas? I love these alpaca wigs made by this company. And it's meant for Lily Cat, and it fit her really good too. I put so many wigs on her, trying different things. And the white wig did look really good on her, but it just character-wise wasn't fitting. And this wig screamed Hurla to me, just like the purple. Because I've always when I drew her human form, I always drew her with black hair or purple that's meant to represent black. So it's just really perfect. It's really perfect. Her eyes, they're just glass taxidermy eyes that I got from Snow Bars on Etsy, and literally I just plunked them into some eye putty and stuck them in there. And I need to actually sculpt some Fimo clay eyes and put those in there, but I think they suit her really good, the color. They're actually the same color eyes as my big Hurla. I'd made her a pair of these. Right now she's got doll bakery eyes, but she wore this color, a bigger size, the same color for a long time. So it just feels really, really appropriate and perfect for her. So really, really happy with her. I made her some clothes, and I'll show you that. Oh, that was, she sits better now. When I first got her, I think Dolly had done some moleskin sueding in some of her joints, but her shoulder joints and her torso joint, she was still like arching her back and her shoulders were going back, and so she couldn't sit, she would fling backwards. So I finally got in there and just hot glue sueded a few of those spots, just a little bit, and it's made all the difference. Now she sits, she's a lot more stable, she stands a lot better too. So yeah. So I made her these clothes, which I'm actually pretty happy with. This was a dress that I had made her, and I was really pleased with, I'm finally getting the hang of how to line things properly, like how to do that. So I was really happy with how that turned out. If I had it to do over again, I probably would have put a dart here and there, and I'm still thinking about maybe trying to do that. It's hard after it's lined, but I really think it turned out. And then I made her, so this is my first attempt at making a jacket. So it's fully lined. Got that Rami fiber that goes everywhere. After you're playing with them, that hair just goes everywhere. Alpaca does that too. But this is the first fully lined jacket that I've ever made, and it's got multiple panels, and fully lined with the same number of panels. The sleeves are lined, and I folded these cuffs up because I liked seeing the inner part. I thought that was nice. And I'm getting the hang of sewing buttonholes better, and that's, I still have some problems with that sometimes, but that has made my life a lot easier, being able to sew buttonholes. So, so I'll dress her here. I might fast forward this part. I don't know. We're like 12 minutes in and I haven't even gotten to all the other things. Maybe I'll make a separate video. And then the other thing, these shoes, I've had these shoes for a long time. They're these little, they're cute, little high-heeled pumps. I've had them forever and ever, and they didn't fit anybody. They didn't fit all of my MSDs are always slim MSDs, and then I think they don't fit my Lutz. I think they're actually a little too narrow for my kid Lutz Delph. So she has, you can put heels on her because she, just like the big ingenue, she's got the foot that does that. So pretty cool. But anyways, so she can wear, she fits these shoes. These shoes fit her. I've had those shoes for such a long time, and nobody fit them. I tried to sell them at one time. I remember putting them up for sale when I went to a doll meet, and because I'd had them forever and they didn't fit anybody, but they fit her. So we'll get her dressed. This is turning into Dolly dress up. But yes, so I'm totally in love with this doll. I guess I'll continue to chat while I dress her. So, it's been a slippery slope, but now, of course, I have Mini Hurla. She's really in scale with the little girls, Elowen and Neela, her daughters. they go nicely with this size. I think they're really cute. Let me grab Neela real quick. Okay, okay. So here's Neela with her mom. It's hard to do with dolls in each hands. But I think they look, like, scale-wise, they're adorable. So anyways, so I have Mini Hurla. So of course I need to have Miningenue, her husband. So I was looking. I was looking at MSD guys, and anybody who has tried to get MSD boys to go with their girls understands this problem. Mature MSD boys are few and far between. There really aren't a ton of options. I'm not sure exactly how tall she is. I tried to measure her once. I think she's a good 44 centimeters though. She's a taller MSD girl, which is a big problem that I've had. Is a lot of my favorite MSDs are a little taller, 42, 45 centimeters. And then a lot of the boys that I have are the same size or even a little shorter. But anyway, so the main ones that are available in the size, so there's the Dolly David fashion line, and they're really tiny. I think those guys are 42 centimeters. They're dang short. And I saw a picture of a fashion line Dolly David next to a Twigling ingenue, and the proportions just weren't, they didn't complement each other. I looked at Soldal Vito. I've been looking at Soldal Vito because I think they're 52 centimeters. The Leicester is the only sculpt that I like, that looks mature. I shouldn't say that. There's some others that look mature too, but to be a potential Gahern, Leicester was the only one that maybe, but it just didn't seem quite right. It was a little bit more of a youthful, just seemed too youthful a face. There is the Noah Elders, and I do like their bodies. They're pretty tall, but they're not huge. The faces, depending on the face-ups that you give them, can look a lot of different ways. So that was a consideration. And tan. All these dolls too were available in tan, which is really important to me. So then I started looking at. I remembered Agati. I remembered her dolls. And I went and was going back to her Flickr and looking through her Flickr, and found the perfect head sculpt. It's called Alfar, and it screams Gahern. I mean, it's just like the perfect nose. He in his original art and illustrations, he has a very strong nose, with a kind of a Roman nose, but this guy's got a nose, and the elf ears. Strong jawline, mature looking older, not like a kid. And this Alfar was like amazing. And I looked through her Flickr, because I think that's how she does all of her business, really, is through her Flickr. And she had a pre-order last year, I think like November. I was like, oh, I missed it. So I went ahead and sent her a note, and she had ordered extras. And so I have reserved him, and he's 47 centimeters, 47 and a half, 47. So I think his height is going to be really complimentary. It's a mature sculpt. like muscly, like a muscly sculpt. But I've seen the posing that this body can do. There's been, gosh, I can't remember their name. They have one and they painted him just beautifully. But the posing on this body is really super amazing. So he is going to be getting back from the caster April-ish. He'll probably be here, and she's in Russia, so I'm pretty sure. So he'll probably be here this summer. And did I mention that he's in tan? Yeah, he's in tan. So this wasn't in the plans. Like, this was not in the plans. Like, I think I had some Dolly plans, things that I was gonna do, but whatever. I think I was telling somebody my New Year's resolutions have been for a long time ago. Do more of what you like and less of what you don't, pretty much. If there's something that you are enjoying and you're wanting to do it as much as you can. So, sewing, buying dolls, do it as much as you can. So anyways, I'm just head over heels in love with this girl. Absolutely love her. She is one of those dolls that that I can't bear to send her off. I can't bear to let her leave me to go have a face up. So it's gonna be me. It doesn't matter how awful it is. It's gonna have to do because she's staying here. And there's just some dolls that are just like that. I would like to invite a face-up artist to come stay at my house, and I could sit there and watch you, and you could paint her. Yeah, she can't leave me. But okay, so this video is like 20 minutes. I wonder if I should break this up, or because I did want to show some of the other things I've been working on. I don't know. We'll see. Let me sit here. I did want to show, I'll put in a clip here. When Christine came to visit me, she brought me a gift. It was her birthday. It was her 30th birthday, and she comes to visit me, and she brings me a gift. But this is I think it's made of like this resin, and I think it has gold paint on it. But it's a diffuser, you know, where you put the sticks in it, and it like, it's a diffuser, an aromatherapy diffuser. But I'll put in a clip here. This thing fits perfect on my Dolly body. So I'm seriously considering modding it to be a doll head, like just for fun, because it's super cool. And there's that Doll Zone deer guy who is amazing. I would love to have him. I would love to have his full set. Not necessarily his clothes, because I'd like to make my own clothes for him, but the Doll Zone, the body is gorgeous. I love that new SD Doll Zone body. But he's like, it's like $700 or $800, and I don't like him enough. So maybe he'll come up on the secondhand market, and I'll get him at some point. But anyways, this can be my stand-in for that. I'll make my own deer head, which is one of those things that I've been wanting to do for when I first got in the hobby. Was I wanted a deer-headed doll. Was going to make a head to go with a doll. So, let's see. Where should I go next? What should we talk about? Sewing stuff. Okay, lots and lots of sewing stuff. I have been sewing little bits here and there. I'm still taking the hat commissions, and I have a bunch of those that I need to mail off. I'm going to town tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I will be able to go to the post office and get those mailed off. I have to show my little AliExpress is my best friend. I get like the cutest things. This is a tape measure. You know, if you're sewing, you're using a tape measure all the time. It's pink and it's Hello Kitty. Hello. I love Hello Kitty. And then this one is a tape measure too. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And her nose is a little button to make it come back up. But are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is the damn cutest thing. So, maybe I will show, since I'm here talking about new dolls, I wanted to show you another new girl. Okay, so if you watch my Instagram, then you would have seen this girl already. But she is an original Let's Stealth Miu, and I had the head on layaway for a long while from the same person that I got another Delph body that Delphine is using. So this is probably not going to be the body that she will stay on. This is a type 1 Delph girl body. So it's the first one and it has a hook. It doesn't have the neck connector. So I have to use a neck donut for her because she's meant to be used on the type 2 body. And this body is a very yellowed white skin body that's it's in need of restringing. It's in need of a bunch of things. I got a good deal on her because she needs a lot of work, and so eventually I will do that. But I do have another I think she's a type 2. I'm not sure. I don't know if she has a neck connector or not, but she is the normal skin. I have her on layaway with Koi Marionette. Did I say your name right? She's very nice. She's very, very nice. She's very patient with me with my slow layaways because I buy too many dolls. But she will probably go on that body. And then my human leash will probably go on this one because the match is a little better. So eventually I do want to try to get a hold of another Fairyland Feeple 60 Moe body. The fairy line, I'd really like to get a fairy line one. I think they're a lot more expensive. But maybe at some point this year one will come up that the stars will align and I can bring one of those home. Because Amelia is on the one that I have now, and I was kind of considering putting her on it, just because she's my new girl. But that Moe body just poses so amazing. It's an amazing, amazing poser. My Feeple 60 Moe body and my Mini Moe body, those are the most amazing posing dolls that I think I have. They're phenomenal. The Feeple 60 Moe boy body too. They're just amazing bodies. If they were more accessible and I could get them more easily, I would have more of those and hybrid them and things because I love those bodies. But anyways, here she is. She is painted by Attila Tilly, and she did a wonderful job. I gave her very vague. Basically, I like her style, you know. So I was very vague with what I wanted. The only thing I really knew was that she's going to have brown eyes and she's going to have dark hair. She's going to have dark brown or black. And right now she is wearing a black wig, and it does match her pretty good. And I didn't even know this, but the guy that I bought this head from, who's very patient with me too in my layaways and buying too many dolls, he sent her with these eyes, and I had him mail the doll directly to Attila Tilly, and she sent me a picture with the face up, and I was like, did you put those eyes in? That's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted for her. And it's, no, that the seller sent those. So I need to send him a message. I'm so behind on my correspondences. So behind. I'm a terrible person. But it's perfect. It was exactly what I had in mind for her. I wanted these dark brown eyes. And I think they're glassed. They look like glass eyes that she has in. But she had eyelashes. And so she offered to put some eyelashes in her too. I don't know if you can see that. But super cute. I love how she does eyebrows. Love it, love it, love it. She's stinking adorable. So she's wearing an outfit that I've put together for her. I don't know what you would call this style, but it's just kind of what I had in mind for her was that she would wear short skirts like this, or shorts. And I made the leggings and the leg warmers. These are our rabbit boots. I made these shorts. I made these shorts this last weekend. Yeah. And out of this fabric. I freaking love this fabric. I want to make some shirts out of this fabric too. But it does fit her pretty good. There's a little bit of gapping. There's not really butt crack, which I'm happy about, but there's gapping. If you're tucking in a shirt, then it's not as noticeable because the shirt poofs up around it. But for this style, with her having the shirt tied up, but it's got a snap and a button. It's lined. It's fully lined. It's got working pockets. It's got pockets in the back too. It's got a yoke and a waistband with belt loops. So I was really happy with how these shorts turned out. They fit her great. And because sometimes you spend a lot of time sewing something and it just doesn't fit. So then you put it in your pile and someday a doll will come along that can wear it. But so tentatively, name wise for her, I'm Melody or Melanie. Those are both kind of an M name. I don't know, but that's what I have in mind for her name wise. This body. So this ring came with this body and it's pretty much stuck on there. And the previous owner was like, yeah, I'm not going to try to take that off. She was afraid she'd break the finger. And I'll probably do likewise. It's got this cute little pedicure. But she's got body blushing, and I think a lot of the staining is probably because of the body blushing. I'm hoping anyways. So one of these days I'm going to take it all apart, strip off all the body blushing, and I want to try to whiten it and see if I can get this body in better shape. It needs to be restrung. It's got like 2 strings. The string is incredibly ancient, so I can't even believe that she's standing up right now. I need to work on her. So she's a cutie. We're like 32 minutes in. Should I just keep going, guys? Should I just keep going? I think I will. Okay. Let's see. Let me show you these guys. Okay, let's do this. I was gonna try to hold the dolls and show in the camera, but maybe I'll do it this way. Because these are my big dolls. These are my 70 centimeter guys. And I'll just put him here. Yeah. Woden has still stolen Sion's body. I just really like him on there. But, okay, so things that I have finished with these guys. I've been working on all of these. Sorry for the camera going all over. So I made I finished this vest a long time ago, but I still hadn't put in the buttons on it. And I made him a dress shirt to go underneath it. This is Cernunos. He is my Titan. So he is definitely my biggest doll. He's like 12 pounds. He's 78 centimeters tall. He is a small toddler. I really like how the sleeves on his shirt came out. I thought that they were, I don't know, can you see anything but my arm? So I think that turned out nice. And I bought that fabric specifically for him. It's just a cotton, a brown cotton, but it's got these little swirly designs, but it's not too over the top. But he can wear it with his kilt. I think I previously showed Gahern the shirt that I'd made him and the vest to go with it. I'm pretty happy with how he's been looking. Oh, that's what I want to show is his shoes. Oh my goodness, these shoes. So, these guys are so heavy. I thought I'd turn the camera around just so I could try to show. Oh my gosh. Yep, SD dolls are big and heavy. His boots. So these are on the Dolly website, and I have been pining over them since my Dolly body came home, since Gahern's body came home last year, and they're just dang magnificent. I posted a bunch of pictures of them on, not a bunch, but a few pictures of them on my Instagram. But anyways, the story is these are on the Dolly website, and they're not cheap. They're not inexpensive. I think they're like $58. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it because the shipping was $20 if you ordered it off the Dolly Website. So I was like, well, if I ever in the future, if I ever order another body or something, but I just couldn't justify it. And then I found the maker who makes they make a bunch of things for the Dolly line, and they're a separate company. They're called Sartorage, but I think they're in Thailand. They're a separate company, and they make clothes and shoes, and you have to check out their Instagram. But they have an Etsy shop. They have an online shop, and they also have an Etsy shop, and these shoes were on there, and I think shipping was like $5 or $7. And I still looked at it for a long time, like, oh, that's much better. And I think I did a couple of hat commissions, and so then I bought them. So it was that kind of thing. It was like I have to do some hat commissions to get some things like this that I just feel like totally over the top in expense, but they're perfect. They're exactly what I wanted for him. They're amazing. They're super amazing. But yeah, so really liking how he looks. Maybe I'll turn the camera back around and well, let's see. I just didn't want to pick up Cern. He's too heavy. He bites me. I love my SDs. I love SD dolls. Oh my gosh. Okay. here, is this a clarinet? I can't remember. They have their little band. Here's my Morpheo. And I absolutely love him. I love this guy. I need to restring this body and tighten it up, but it poses, even with that, it poses really good. So it just needs some love. Because I think the elastic that is in this body is pretty old. But I made him this vest, which is not my favorite. I tried to do the double-breasted with 2 rows of buttons, and I messed up a little bit on that, so it's not exactly how I would like it. But it does fit him pretty good. I love him, gosh. Angsty Penguin did his face up. And come to my house and paint my ingenue. I put you up. I put you up here. Let me open the window to let some more light in. Okay. So this is Amergen. He is my Venitu, and I made him this vest like last week sometime, and I had paired it with the R Rabbit shirt that he's been wearing for a long time. But I wanted him to wear something that I had made, so I made this shirt out of this blue fabric, which looks so saturated on the camera. It's not as saturated as that in life, but it's got this gold print of the deer. Especially it just in cameras, it just looks so saturated. But it's not my favorite, so I'll probably make him something else to complement this vest better. He's wearing, I do like how the vest turned out a lot though. This is probably one of my favorite vests. It's green faux suede, paired with some corduroy, beige corduroy. He's got a fancy button. All these vests are they're not fully lined, they're partially lined to reduce the bulk. But I made all these vests, and then at the end I figured out a better and easier way to sew the collars. But it's a learning curve. He is wearing, these were the original pants that I had made for Gahern, and he can wear them pretty well. I'm out of this brown corduroy, which just breaks my heart because it was my favorite, and I keep looking for some more and haven't been able to find any. And these shoes fit him great. They don't fit the Dolly body though. They're just a little too small. The Dolly feet are huge. The only doll that has bigger feet than him is my Titan. So there he is. Chewing your bone, Lola. What a bone to chew on. This video is going to be so long. Okay, and then I think one more thing to show you guys that I made was this jacket that I made for Alondria, and well, she's just really washed out, isn't she? It is this green faux suede with gold print on it, and satin, purple satin lining. And this is basically the same pattern that I used for the smaller one that I made for Mini Hurla. And the jacket itself, I really, really like how it turned out. I just don't think it suits Alondria very well. So this might get moved. The back turned out really nice. it's just the color just doesn't suit her. I don't think she's got this beautiful red corset that Miss Mantis gave me for birthday or something. She sent me a bunch of corsets that she made for Twiglings, which I don't mind. She made this wig too, which is meant for a smaller headed doll, but I do what I want. She spoils me with wigs and corsets. So, but I can't remember if I showed, I got her some new hands. Twigling had a few in stock from previous dolls, and these are actually the long-nailed original hands, and these were the Anjounis hands. So, and I have another pair of the regular ones that I went ahead and bought them both because I love the Twigling original hands. And I had bought this body with the newer ones that she made, and I just don't care for them. I just don't, unfortunately. So the resin match isn't perfect, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see, because she's very, very white, and I think this is maybe fresh skin. I can't remember. So it doesn't match, but that's why I wanted to make her a jacket. But I think I'll make her another jacket with more like lace around the arms, just to kind of, so you can still see the hands and how beautiful they are, but you don't see any resin, mismatched resin next to it. But yeah, pretty happy with how the vest turned out. I think it's getting a little easier to achieve some of the things. The machine helps a lot, but yeah. All right, is there anything else I wanted to mention? Nope, super long video, as usual. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you're having a great Monday, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.